Humility goes against the grain of our culture, by the way. In the Greco-Roman Empire of the New Testament, it was about power and success. The only people that were humble were slaves. And yet, 270 times in the Bible, God tells us in some way, form, or another to be humble. And so there has to be something that God's doing here. We find the description in another passage of humility. It happens in Philippians chapter 2 and verses 3 and 4, where Paul is talking to the church at Philippi. He's writing them and he says, "Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind regard one another as more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own personal interest, but also the interest of others." Now, as we look at this verse, and keep that up there for just a moment, we see do nothing from selfishness. This has to do with competitiveness. Now, I'm not against competition at all. Competition makes you better, makes you a better person. I don't believe that everybody ought to get a trophy, everybody a blue ribbon. You know, you get rewards for what you do. But over-competitiveness really says, I want to be better, so that means if I'm better than you, then you're worse than me, and I feel better about myself. But center in for just a moment on this phrase, empty conceit. That comes from the Greek word kenodoxia, which means an empty of glory and honor. Everybody wants to be somebody. We don't want to be forgotten. You know, people give money, millions of dollars to buildings to get their name up on the building because they don't want to be forgotten. They want to be somebody. They want to make